from my point of view, building on having the buy-in and the understanding shared within the business and organization of what you're trying to achieve in that transformation, then you very much get to considerations around how do I want to approach this, and what kind of format will that take and be underpinned by, in essence. And I think is both the accessibility to this digital landscape and the tools that it has, but also our own expectations and demands from our workplaces and beyond, has grown and matured. We now have, to a certain extent, almost a reimagining of what is facilities management and asset management and property management and the like. And it's become and is progressively becoming more around a human centric approach. And in that regard, FM as a general overarching practice has never been able to either, I guess, influence the value of that, those human transaction spaces, but also plug into more of that business decision making to very much complement the core objectives and the direct objectives of that C-suite and that boardroom. So I think for me, there's the considerations in that regard in terms of how this reimagining of FM can look and will be applied. But of course, equally so, I think it's to do with our own selves to be able to accommodate all of that technology and work with it. And that's our strategy, our tactics, our operations. That's our people, our teams. And delivering again on this digital transformation isn't just a case of here's a platform, here's a login. It's very much about how do you take that team on the journey? How do you move through a digital maturity in terms of that almost cognitive functionality, or the bionicle type considerations, where step one may simply be moving from paper to Excel, and that's the right thing at the right pace for the function to go through. Or it might be art of the possible, quantum computing, and all these amazing buzzwords that you hear, and again that can be the right thing as well. So I think balancing both who we're trying to transform with and why we're trying to transform, as well as getting that alignment and culture sort of established, are all about big ticket items, visions, directions, but having that shared, understood, and co-designed, I think again is really a recipe for success for that digital FM toolkit. So I don't want to labour the point too much, because that's not what I'm here today to talk around. But I think it's incredibly important to get these positional aspects correct. I don't know the stats for all around the world, but I know in 2019, obviously before all the challenges that we've all undertaken as of recent occurred, in terms of Internet of Things projects in the United Kingdom, there was 75% failure on the objective of what the project was there to deliver. And that wasn't because really the technology wasn't good. In some instances, for sure, that might be the case, but the large sway of that was around that alignment with what we were actually trying to achieve. And at the end of the day, having SQL databases or Excel spreadsheets full of data that don't do anything and transform nothing, yes, you might have the data, but it's a failure for a project. So it's all about that full end-to-end understanding, and then I guess under promising and over delivering, which if you get the digital toolkit right, you will absolutely be empowered to do so.